Hey, what's up everyone, Ragey Golden Eagle here, having way too much fun as always. And it's important to every once in a while take time away from the stuff that induces aneurysms, and just focus on the finer things in life. Simple things like pointing and laughing at people that dig their own graves. Which is exactly what we're going to be doing now. Now, the link's in the description box for those of you who want to follow along, but this is pretty much a Twitter reposting of a now deleted Facebook post. But it does seem to be true, and if it is, oh my god, this is hilarious. So I have to spread this hilarious story with all you guys, so grab some popcorn and get ready to bust out laughing. I'm just going to be reading it straight through for the most part, though I definitely will be inserting my snide commentary throughout. So here we go. Dear friends, it comes with great sadness that I am announcing the cancellation of the redacted wedding. I apologize for canceling only 4 days beforehand. Unfortunately, Redacted and I have broken up due to some recent and irreparable problems. Oh, just wait till we get into what these problems were. I promise you, you're going to be laughing. We have decided to end our relationship and not go forth with any future proceedings. However, we are remaining civil and are still a team for our son. After hours of tears, mental exhaustion, and even disassociation, I have come to this decision. In 1 hour after posting this status, I am going to delete my Facebook. Social media has caused me only paranoia and toxicity. And this, by the way, is pretty much the only little bit of self-awareness we're gonna get in this entire reading. I will be spending these next 2 months backpacking in South America, exploring my soul and ridding myself of toxic energy brought on by my friends and family, the ones who I thought I could trust the most. Hence, I will be out of the country for all of October and November. Please don't contact me. When I'm ready, I may make a new Facebook and add friends and family that haven't fucking stabbed me in the back. Oh, this is gonna be getting spicy now, huh? Somebody got backstabbed by their friends and family? Oh, that sounds tragic. How did this all come crashing down? Well, I invite you all on Facebook, players, bystanders, and side characters of the people in my life, to take a seat and listen. You're all involved somehow. Somehow everyone is wrapped into this mess. Even if you weren't invited to my wedding, I don't care. You might hear of the drama and I'd rather you hear it from me. I'm not asking for sympathy, I just want to tell my story. Now, another little break here. You guys ever have that moment where someone is telling you a story and you haven't even heard the other person's side yet, but you're already taking that other person's side? This is the kind of story this is going to be. It just amazes me how little social awareness some people have when they don't realize they are digging a grave for themselves. Now moving on. Before I begin this mini novel, I invite all of you, including the cunts who have ruined my marriage and life, to put yourselves in my shoes. For once, let me take the stage and let me voice the most painful few months of my life. Ah, for once, huh? Okay, I gotcha. Sounds like a pretty unfortunate woman. First, things were a fairy tale. I met the love of my life at 14. We were both young, but somehow we just knew we were meant to be. We worked on my family's farm together, and with each warm summer spent in the fields, our love grew deeper and deeper. Fast forward to high school, we went strong all 4 years. He put a ring on my finger when I was 18, worth nearly $5,000. We'd put everything on the line for each other, everything. We both chose to attend the same community college and work full-time in order to build our dream. We spent most of our days by each other's sides. I will always be thankful for that. Fast forward a few years, I was 20. I realized I was pregnant with my first. We were elated, tearful, and thankful to God for this gift. After giving birth to Declan, I'm just gonna leave that one alone. I knew the next step would be to focus on my career and become financially stable. My ex did the same. We saved and saved. I was in love, I was happy, and I was looking forward to life. We continued working and even got our degree. It was hard, yes, but so blissfully worth it. And before we move on, I want you guys to keep some things in mind here. What you are about to hear didn't originate from some left-wing Berkeley college student. This is from that good Christian farm girl that all the traditionalists seem to have a hard-on for. This is their perfect woman. And so far it doesn't sound that bad, right? She found the love of her life young. She stuck with him all these years. They were getting married young. She's pretty much playing all her cards right. Everything looks good so far. But this wouldn't be a hilarious story if it had a happy ending now, would it? So just keep in mind that this is a good Christian farm girl here. Now continuing. We managed to save up nearly $15,000 for a wedding. Since our love was like a fairy tale, we wanted an extravagant blowout wedding, one where our son could be included. We started touring venues and were torn between two. A local psychic told us to go with the more expensive option. I wonder how much of a commission he got, by the way. And we thought, why the hell not? We just needed a little push. Our dream wedding amounted to $60,000, all included with flights to Aruba. All we asked was for a little help from our friends and family to make it happen. And this is where it all starts getting awesome. I specifically asked for cash gifts. How could we have our wedding that we dreamed of without proper funding? We'd sacrificed so much and only asked each guest for around $1,500. Whoa, let's put on the brakes there, honey. What exactly did you sacrifice for this wedding? And how do you get off asking people for $1,500? Do you have any concept of money and how much that is? Hell, that's a lot of money. That's like a whole month's worth of microtransactions that Brianna Wu spends on her damn Final Fantasy game. So back to the hilarity. We talked to a few people who even promised us more to make our dream come true. My maid of honor, who shall not be named, pledged $5,000 along with her planning services. We tearfully thanked and accepted. My ex's family offered to contribute $3,000. So our request for $1,500 for all other guests was not fucking out of the ordinary. Like we made it clear. If you couldn't contribute, you weren't invited to our exclusive wedding. It's a once-in-a-lifetime party. Does this story sound familiar to any of you guys? Remember a certain big game publisher telling their customers, well, if you don't like our game, just don't buy it? How did that work out for them? I think you guys can see where this story's going. So we sent out RSVPs and only 8 people replied and sent us the check. I'm surprised they were able to hook 8 suckers, to be honest with you. We were fucking livid. How was this supposed to happen without a little help from our friends? To make matters worse, my ex's family took back their offer. Suddenly, more people backed out, including the cunt maid of honor, my best friend since childhood, my second family. I was so shocked and tearful. To make matters worse, it was only a month before the wedding. To cancel everything would have been more than $5,000. Desperately, we resent our invites and asked people to donate what they could. I mean, seriously, people, what is $1,000? What is $1,500? Clearly not a lot. It would be quite manageable and within budget. I've heard of people asking for worse. Oh yeah, she went there. She tried to emotionally blackmail her friends and family into giving her over $1,000, and then tried to shame them for not doing it. I'm gonna admit right now, depending on the situation, I'd give a friend $1,500 if it was to cover some damn cancer treatment or something. But for a wedding, get the hell out of here. So continuing, we also set up a GoFundMe. That only got us $250. At this point, we were exhausted and tired. I yelled at my ex, I became unraveled, I realized my dream wedding was becoming a nightmare. Then it got worse. What could possibly get worse here? Did the TV crew of the show Bridezilla show up at your door? Well, it turns out when she said it got worse, she actually meant it got funnier. My ex came into the room and offered to get a Vegas wedding done. I laughed in his face, but he was dead serious. He wanted those cheap, raggedy, filthy, whore-like Vegas weddings. I mean, what the fuck? Was he out of his mind? Oh yeah, princess, he's the crazy one here. Of course he is. Am I some hooch piece of fucking trash, a hooker? Am I supposed to like the idea of getting married in the heart of shady gamblers, alcoholics, and the get-rich-fast fallacy? Suddenly, my body began to shake as I entered a panic attack. And this is the moment her ex stopped thinking with his dick and started thinking with his head. My ex left the room and didn't apologize for his horrid suggestion. I then called my maid of honor and cried my eyes out. Instead of sympathy, I was told that I was asking for way too much and I should stick to my budget. I mean, no words can describe. That's right, folks, she can't even. How could someone who offered me thousands of fucking dollars then deny me my promised money and then tell me to shift down my budget? She knows my fucking dream was a blowout wedding. I just wanted to be a Kardashian for a day and then live my life like a normal. I called her a filthy fucking poor excuse of a friend and hung up. And this right here is how you completely get rid of all your friends, by the way. Then she blocked me off all social media. Rumors swirled. I received anonymous threats. My ex stayed out later and later, and I have a feeling he even cheated. You think? Maybe he was looking for a woman that wasn't a complete psycho. My bridesmaids climbed on the boat with my maid of honor and dissed me. They essentially told me I was crazy. They asked for their deposit back, so I said, fuck you. I refuse to give it back until they can pay me back for their emotional distress. And years down the line, she's gonna be wondering why nobody lends her money when she needs it. My ex started to talk to my maid of honor and gossip about me behind my back. I overheard him talking in the basement when he called me a stuck-up bitch. And to everyone listening to this video, was he right? Is there even the slightest possibility that she is indeed a stuck-up bitch? I'll let you decide. But either way, at that point it kind of cuts off, and it jumps straight to the end. Anyway, I am exhausted, I am bone tired, my heart is not the same, it's stone cold, fragmented, empty. How more emo can you get? I need to get away from this awful society. How hard would it have been to fucking donate, friends? Do I matter to you? Just fucking give me money for my wedding. I won't even sugarcoat. I won't even pretend that's not what I wanted. It was for a dream. I was stabbed, cheated on, and wrecked. That's right, pay pigs. You give the queen her money. But either way, goodbye, see you in 2 months. Friendly reminder to you cunts. Don't think you own me. I am cutting all you snakes off. I am living my life alone now. I only let in those I believe have good intentions. And that's the end of her rant, and I gotta say, good intentions, huh? Like leaving your infant son for 2 months to go backpacking in South America? Really now? And shortly after that post went up, got screenshotted all over the place, and was then deleted, her family actually came out and admitted, yeah, this is real. And if you follow the tweet I linked in the description box below, you can see all of that. So please do in case you're interested in some further information. But I think I've done all I needed to here today. Hopefully this story of a selfish bitch self-destructing put a smile on your face and made your day a little bit better. And that's all I gotta say, guys. Thanks for listening.